What's up, Rose? I thought I'd take the time to talk about something that's been bothering me a bit, and probably bothers a lot of you. I don't know if you're anything like me. It's about twerps. When I look at these 5 twerps here in front of me, and I wonder how I ever got to this point. I don't really understand it. I mean, not so very long ago, I was more than happy with a little twerp like this, or one like this. And I was more than happy to enjoy these inexpensive twerps with great pleasure. But slowly over time, I became sick and somewhat mentally disturbed. I'm not a wealthy man, and I don't have money. I have a reasonably okay job. I mean, I live in a flat, and I pay the bills just about. But I became more and more obsessed with these things, these mechanical wonders, and I don't know how it happened, or when, or why, but somehow I've ended up with watches that cost more than my car. Now that can't be right. How do you go from a £100 multi to a £200 SKX to a £300 Turtle to a £500 Halcyon, and then we jumped up to a £1,000 OSD? What a beauty he is. When I got this, I thought, I'm a rich guy now. I've got a Rolex. This is the pinnacle of twerpery. But now this lovely watch pales in comparison to the rest of these, financially speaking. I don't know. This is £10,000 worth of watches here on the table. What happened? I don't know what happened. And I want to understand my illness. The Doxa Sub 300T here. I mean, this was gifted to me. Look at that, beads of rice. Isn't it just absolutely beautiful? The bezel action is sublime. But yeah, I'm still confused as to why I got into this hobby and where it's ever going to end. I mean, me and Mr. June. This is Mr. June's watch. He paid $17.50, but this is a £2,825 watch. The lovely U1 with its clickety-clacker. An absolute marvel of engineering. It is quite impressive. Xinyu one. And he's got the same disorder I have. I brought him into the game. He was into G-Shocks, and he ended up getting sucked up into my disease with me. But we're all suffering from it. Do we need these things? I've got a phone. I'm recording this video on a phone that's far more accurate at telling time than this Marine Master from Seiko. But this bezel action is just so pleasant. It's just insanely good. And I just don't know. I think if I just sold all these watches, I could have a lot of money. I could get a better car, or invest it, or I don't know what is the reason that we lust after these mechanical devices. If any of you know, please tell me, because I do need help. I really do. I'm not sure if I'm happy or sad about my affliction, my addiction. I know these things bring me great pleasure, but no one knows what they are, really. Unless you're walking around with a Rolex on, no one gives a shit. The average man in the street doesn't know a Doxa from a Casio Marlin. You know, it looks flashy on the wrist, but only watch pervs really understand the pain and suffering that we all go through in this hobby. It's not even a hobby. I mean, it's a lifestyle. I spend almost every waking moment thinking about watches, looking at videos of watches, looking in windows at watches. I mean, it's watches and wonders, but why? I don't know, I'm waxing here, lyrical a bit. But just a thought from me. Stay freaky, bros. I mean, there we have them all. Take off old Mr. And this is a lovely watch. This was a gift from Mr. June. Of course, my real name is not Gethin, it's Guy. And this was a 40th birthday present from Mr. June, whose real name is Christoph. The multi-calendar, and it's actually set May 22nd, 23, May 23, 2023, and so you can see that today is Saturday the 20th. What a great little watch. And this watch was under £100. I think they're about 250 now. That's another thing that I would probably talk about in another video, but the massive increase in prices of these twerps. Insane. I mean, this thing used to cost 1,500 quid. It's £3,000 now, doubled in price. This one, nearly £3,000. I think it was under 2 not that long ago. Insane. This thing, I paid 700 quid for it. I could sell it for probably 1,200. Something's wrong in the world. I'll shut up now. Stay freaky, bros. I love you all. Thanks for watching. And thanks for supporting me. It means an awful lot, because I only ever started this channel for a joke to entertain Mr. June, and I never expected 10 subs, let alone closing in on 1,000. So that's the goal, and hopefully we'll reach it one day. Until then, let's all stick together and love our twerps in sickness and in health. For the peach.